Good morning, everyone. I think we'll start. Before we start with the teaching for tonight, some tonight and for some morning, we'll just bring the mind to the breath for 2 minutes, and then I'll put on the teaching, meditative teaching. So just staying with the breath, bringing mind to the breath.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. I'm sorry if something is being played.
Yeah, actually, I said we'll bring the
Oh,
mind to
I'm
the
so
breath.
sorry. Okay, my apologies.
That's okay. So we are going to listen to Rupert Spira today. It's a meditation. Feel free to open, close your eyes as per your desire, and we can just listen to what he's saying and follow that instruction.
To any subtle feeling of expectation. A sense that something is going to be given that will complete or fulfill ourselves, that will put an end to a subtle feeling of discomfort or lack or dis-ease. Whatever we are expecting is obviously not present now. Therefore, our expectation takes us away from our current experience, away from the now, into an imaginary future. And we expect in this imaginary future to receive some kind of object, some words, some guidance, some practice, something that will lead us towards that which we deeply desire, which is peace or fulfillment. With any object that is given to us in the future will at some point be taken away from us. And therefore cannot be deeply satisfying, cannot be the source of lasting peace and fulfillment. If there is a subtle state of expectation present in us, this expectation betrays our belief that enlightenment is some kind of state of mind, a state of mind that can be acquired or achieved. What is traditionally called enlightenment is nothing to do with a state of the mind. It is nothing to do with something that is not present at one time and becomes present at another time. What is traditionally called enlightenment is a revelation of the ever-present nature of the mind. By expecting enlightenment as a state of mind that will come upon us in the future, we are denying the reality that is already present. By living in expectation, we deny the very thing we are expecting. when you feel a sense of expectation, ask your mind, what is it that you are expecting? And if the mind is honest, it will reply some kind of object, some kind of state of mind. Point out to the mind that any state of mind that it acquires or assumes in the future will, by definition, disappear, and cannot therefore be deeply satisfying, cannot be a source of lasting peace. The essential, unchanging nature of the mind cannot be found as an object of expectation. It lies at the source of expectation. Expectation proceeds from it, but cannot go towards it. So, if we notice this expectation, don't try to discipline it. Don't try to stop it. Simply hold up this understanding to your expectation. Meet your expectation with this understanding, like holding a mirror in front of your expectation. And see what happens to the expectation. Let your expectation come to rest in this understanding.
So we have around 7 minutes more, and request all of us to keep clinging to the breath and keep listening to the teaching.
We may wonder why, if we have understood what has just been said, why the mind is still reluctant to come to rest in its source. And the answer is because there is, below the threshold of thought, there is a pre-rational impulse. An emotional impulse to move away from our current experience, to venture into the future or the past as a means of resisting what is present. The separate self is not an entity that resists. It is the very activity of resistance itself. We have been rehearsing this activity of resistance for so many years that it has become our norm. So be sure to bring this understanding not just to your thoughts of expectation, but into your feelings. Meet your feeling impulse with this understanding. Allow the whole mechanism of expectation to be exposed in this contemplation. Don't touch the mechanism, don't try to do anything about it. Just allow it to be exposed, see it for what it is, and hold up the mirror of understanding to it. whatever can be expected, longed for, desired, searched for, can never be that which we deeply desire. Let your expecting, longing, searching bring itself to an end naturally, effortlessly, spontaneously in this understanding.
Yeah. We have a few minutes if anyone wants to share any reflection. For me, this was again a confirmation, as we hear in Buddhist teachings, that the first step is disenchantment, that all that can be added to me, we again and again get attracted, some new relationship, some new job that's going to give me something, some new maybe opportunity, some glitter attracts us here and there and here and there, and the mind just keeps wandering. And what he was sharing, that what we are looking for, this lasting contentment, even if it's a job or it's a relationship, all that we truly seek is this contentment that will bring us a lasting contentment. But we see that, as he was sharing, that whatever can be gotten can be taken away. And that's where the essence of disenchantment, that one has realized and understood in oneself that nothing can be added on to us which can be lasting. Whatever would be added can be subtracted. So then, having this understanding, the mind can be home, which is the now, fully present in the now. So again, it's very confirmatory for each one of us. And again, the mind will run in several directions. It's not that it comes to an end that easily, but one can just be aware, and as he was sharing, just give it like a mirror. Any expectation that arises, show it this mirror of understanding. Also, all of us have enough experiences to tell us that nothing can be added, no matter how many success in our whatever field we are, no matter how much success we have, we still feel constantly this unease and emptiness, and that according to masters, it's not going to come from outside. It's always present within ourselves. So when the mind is seeking outside, it always keeps on missing that. And when the mind, through understanding, brings itself to a rest, then it is back home. And that is the effort where we have to put the effort. Because the moment we see again a new expectation arising, a new search beginning, we can, through our understanding, bring the puppy back. Bring the puppy back. Infinite number of times. And rest in the present moment, which is very fulfilling. There are things which we can be grateful for, things which are not okay, and that's also okay. But our contentment is not dependent on some new addition or subtraction in our life. So that brings us home. Okay, so wishing everyone happy practice. It's a long journey for each one of us, every moment, and and happy night or happy day to everyone. Thank you for joining.